I want to welcome you to the launch episode of the Vision Clarity Leadership Podcast. This episode is just a preview of what to expect from this podcast. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Seth Yelorda, and I am so glad that you are here today. I am a leadership coach and business consultant, but above all that, I am also a visionary, and I love living in the ideal and asking the million-dollar question, what could be if we just dreamed a little bit bigger? You see, for a long time, I was a frustrated, overwhelmed leader who worked for a global organization, and yet I lacked clarity and vision for my own life. And so I decided to do the hard work. I got a coach, I did a lot of reflection, and I was able to discover what truly the vision was for my life that I felt God was calling me into. And so I decided to pursue that vision with reckless abandon. And so now I serve as a strategy and leadership coach for churches, organizations, nonprofits, businesses, schools, really trying to help these leaders gain clarity, develop leaders, and reach their goals. Now, my goal for this podcast is to bring vision clarity to 1 million organizations and leaders who are serving the community and trying to make a difference in this world. I want to make sure that you heard me right. That is 1 million organizations. Yeah, I got a big vision for this podcast, and I got a big vision for vision clarity. Now, if you're wondering, well, what exactly is vision clarity? Well, vision clarity is when you are able to see your present circumstances and your future destiny with crystal clear, stunning vision. It's when you have the capacity and the character and the courage to actually pursue that vision. And it's when your future and the future of your organization are no longer just a dream, but it is a vision that you are pursuing with reckless abandon. And my desire is that this podcast will serve as a source of inspiration for you as you listen to the stories of other visionaries just like you who are recklessly pursuing the dream God has placed inside of them for their families, for their communities, for their organizations. But I also desire that this podcast will be a place where you can turn when you feel stuck and need some tools and resources on how to figure out your next step. Maybe you're leading a team that is embroiled in conflict, or maybe you're trying to level up your own leadership so you can get that promotion, or maybe you're the senior leader or the principal of a school or an executive or a CEO, and you're trying to figure out how to cast a compelling vision that will inspire your team and gain some momentum. Well, this podcast is designed just for you. Now, you can expect a new episode every month, maybe more, and they will be a combination of interviews and solo teachings, storytellings, and narratives. Now, I would love for you to show your support by subscribing, by rating, and by leaving a review. It would mean the world to me if you share this podcast with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family even. I'm always shooting for a 5-star review, and so I would just be so honored if you would help me reach that goal. Now, I want to make sure that I'm available. So if you have any questions or ideas or things that I could do better, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on social media. You can find me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and just drop me a message. Now, this is the reality. I recognize that there are over 2 million podcasts out there. That means there are over 48 million episodes that you could currently be listening to right now. But the fact that you're listening to this one means so much to me. And my promise to you is that I will hold the time we spend together as a sacred trust. I will only deliver to you the highest of quality content that will both inspire and enlarge your capacity to lead with a bold and courageous vision. It's my prayer that this Vision Clarity podcast will be a tremendous source of value to you, your team, your organization. And the reason I'm doing this is because I believe that the greatest problem in the world is leadership, and the solution to that problem is leadership. So what the world needs now are great leaders, and that great leader is you. The world needs you. Now is the time for you to rise up and lead with Vision Clarity. Let's go.